Is this a recorder? All right, I'll take it. No, I'm not going to take it. Somebody set me up.
Outside of the defensive lapses late, you happy with the defensive effort tonight, especially that first half?
Yeah, I thought the defense, to your point, overall, especially the first three quarters, was great. Now, granted, caught them on the second night of a back-to-back. That always helps, but we took care of business in that regard. And I think the one thing that jumps out to me was the three-point defense, Vic. You know, they only shot 8 of 30, and so it's a great percentage, but the fact that we held them to 30 attempts, that team shoots almost 40 a night, so the three-point defense was great. I thought Nikola's levels and pick and rolls was outstanding, and I felt as a team, our hand activity, I think we had 14 steals, we had 16 deflections, we had 6 block shots. Justin Holiday had 4 steals, 6 deflections by himself, and both Nikola and Justin were the defensive players of the game. But overall, I thought the defense was great. You got to do a better job of rebounding. They had 18 offensive rebounds, but definitely a lot we can build off of.
In the first half, Peyton grabs a rebound, goes and length the floor, gets right in the pick and roll, finds Julian with the diagonal, and he gets into the lane and hits the floater. I mean, you know, just incrementally, even if you see it in small doses, is that an example of some of the growth that you want to see from some of the younger guys when they come off the screen, come off the bench?
Yeah, they've been playing very well. You know, that 2-game road trip we just got back from at Atlanta, at Chicago, Julian was outstanding. Peyton's impact every night. We're asking a lot of a young player to go out there and guard some of the other team's best players, but I think Peyton's also showcasing he can put the ball on the floor. He can get to the basket. He had the nice Euro finish in transition in the first half. He can make plays for his teammates. He's getting to the free throw line. So I think our young guys are definitely maturing, developing, but most importantly for me, that they're gaining confidence. And you can see it. You know, they're not playing tentative. I mean, like I said, listen, you make a mistake, that's fine. But as long as you're playing hard, you're competing, and you're being disciplined. And I think those guys, for the most part, have done a really good job. And we need that to continue. They're a big part of, this season for us.
You mentioned taking care of business. How do you feel about this team's consistency game to game with where you're at in the season?
Well, I think it's been hard to be consistent because of, like, we've had guys, like Jamal's played 12 games now. I mean, like, how many games have we had our full complement of players? So you have guys in, you have guys out, but we're what are we, 17-9 now? And with the schedule that we've had and the injuries that we've had, once again, never satisfied, but I think we're in a pretty good place. And responding after losing 3 in a row. You know, the loss at SAC, the loss at LA, the loss at home to Houston, and then they come back and win 2 on the road in the back-to-back, and then come home and protect your home court. So we have 2 more left in this homestand, and we got to find a way to continue to make this the toughest place to play in the NBA. But yeah, I think the consistency is always a work in progress, but I think it's definitely getting there because the bench, the young guys are playing more consistent.
Do you feel like with Peyton, he's gaining a better understanding of just what you guys need from him on a nightly basis and just kind of what his role is going to require for you guys this season?
No, I think he's known that, to be honest. I think he's just doing a much better job of it. You look at his line tonight, 18 and 7, 5 assists. He impacted the game in so many ways. But those numbers are great. But for me, I don't base my evaluation on Peyton on stats. His impact, and you can impact the game without filling up a stat sheet. And I think he's been doing that at a really high level for us, especially on the defensive end, because of that versatility that he offers, that size, that length, the athleticism. But, yeah, he's shown he can do more and more, and that's what you want from young players. He's a sponge. He's just trying to get better each and every day. So proud of Peyton. He's done a hell of a job for us.
Nikola sets an NBA record tonight. 8 straight seasons with at least 10 triple-doubles beats Big O, who broke Big O's record. That being said, how about impact? His impact in the third quarter was a defensive matchup that first half. That third quarter, I thought he was just absolutely dominant, whatever you guys needed him to do.
Yeah, I ran him, if not the whole quarter, almost the whole quarter. We were up around 20, and I was just worried about taking him out and seeing that lead cut really quick. But he was playing at such a high level is really the main reason I kept him in on both ends of the floor. And when young players like CB, Julian Payton are out there with Nikola, hey, life becomes a lot easier. And yeah, he's just a hell of a player. To your point, 26, 10, 15 boards, getting to the foul line and doing it in an efficient manner. But I was probably most pleased about was Nikola's defense. You know, we know they're a heavy pick and roll team, and we're asking them to be at the level. A lot of bigs in the NBA play down the floor and pick and rolls. Most bigs, because teams want to try to play 2v2, take away the three. I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to be at the level and be disruptive. And I think Nikola set the tone with that tonight, being at the level, high active hands, and I think everybody else followed in suit.
One more question.
Coach, you mentioned being happy with 17 and 9, especially with where the schedule has been.
I wouldn't say happy.
And so, like,
Content?
pleasantly, so pleasantly. What is the next maybe frontier for this group if you're shooting for something over the course of these next 4 to 6 weeks or so? What's the one thing you want to identify?
I would, I could never give you one answer. I kissed the Blarney Stone. I got the gift of the gab. I would say two things for me, Ryan. It would be one, finding a way to be a lot more consistent and dominant on the road. And hopefully we can build on that short trip to Chicago and Atlanta that we're coming off of. But I don't want to win 19 games on the road again. I want to be a team that can go into any arena in this league and beat the best teams in hostile territory. So that's number one. And then number two would be, if you break down our defense month by month, we're thinking December before tonight we were 16th in defensive rating, and in November, I think we were around 12th in defensive rating. And the reason why is our three-point defense is taking a nosedive. And hopefully we can build on tonight. We were giving up the last 5 games over 14 made threes per game. Early in the year, we were giving up 10 and less than 11. Doesn't sound like that's 9 points a game, which is a huge differential. So win on the road and shore up that three-point defense. And if we do those two things, this team has so much upside, so much potential, and a great group to be around every single day.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, everybody.
We'll get it.